I'm Ian Lee.
And I'm Gemma Kearney.
Now, what you're about to listen to is a very special edition of Big Brother's Big Ears.
One of a kind.
Unique, you might say, because it's a phone-in show where the phones were broken. We're laughing now. We were crying during the show.
I think it had a bit more of a highbrow element, today's show.
Well, there were lots of pauses. Is that what you mean by highbrow?
More time to think.
More thinking time as we're going, what the hell are we supposed to be doing? Anyway, that's not to say you shouldn't listen to the show. Of course you should. It's loaded into your MP3 player or your PC. You might as well listen to it now. Got nothing to waste.
Dr. Thomas, he added a highbrow element.
Merlin the Wizard, he added a fruitcake element to it.
Marjorie uses her Liberty SIM to text her secret lover, Doris. Big Brother, sponsored by the Liberty SIM from Virgin Mobile.
Big Brothers, Big Ears.
Can't believe it's time for another Big Brother summer again. More housemate madness will they ever learn?
I'm turning on, tuning in, and ready to be Big Brothers. Big Brother 9, bring it on!
This is Big Brothers, Big Ears.
So I can't wait for Big Brother this year. I'm literally going to wet myself. I can't wait.
Live from channel4.com/Big Brother with Ian Lee.
I love it.
Our ears are burning.
Sweet Home Alabama. What an evening in the Big Brother house.
I feel like I've been on an emotional roller coaster.
Well, Alex is out this week. Wasn't that the most uncomfortable television you've ever seen in your life? We'll talk about it more in detail, but flipping heck. Stuart's in. He's so good looking. I want to kiss him all over. And the whole house is getting a bit frisky. Now, I watched the show this evening at 9. Was it on at 9? Yes, it was. But I was in South London. I was babysitting my young nephew, Dylan. He's only 3. He can't leave him on the house on his own. He'll burn it down. But it means I had to leave earlier. So I missed the last 15 minutes where Mario and Lisa was in a thong or something.
Seriously, in
Getting
a
it
thong,
on.
PVC bra.
It's just ticking every single box. Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm Ian Lee.
And I'm Gemma Kearney.
Yeah, prove it. Prove it. Where's the documentation?
I just am, all right? This is Big Brother's Big Ears, and it's your chance to phone us.
Whoa! Hold your horses. It would be their chance to phone us. We said we could do it. It turns out we can't. Dear listener, the phone lines are knackered.
Nothing to do with us.
Was it? Dear phone, Big Brother's Big Ears. The phones are knackered like. We haven't got a phone, so you can't phone us.
Okay, it's your chance to get interactive. Text us or get online.
You can
make
text
your
us.
Voice heard.
But not literally.
Exactly.
If you want to text us, then send ears, the word ears, followed by your comment to 83188. Text to charge users standard network rate. We'll try and read them all out, and do you know what? Tonight we'll probably will, because we ain't got no phones. What can I say? And terms and conditions for the text services can be found at channel.
But we do want to hear what you think of the latest revelations, because there are a few. There are a few revelations.
They can still get in touch on the forum, of course, as well.
Yes.
And we would absolutely. You're the forum queen.
The forum queen.
So, yeah. Now, if this is your first time listening to the show, well, it's shoddy. Let's not beat around the bush, but it's not as shoddy as tonight's show is going to be. But Tuesday's show was quite professional. It sounded like this. How are you doing, Stephanie? All right?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm a bit freaked out because we were just watching Big Brother, or the end of Big Brother, with you sat next to us on the thing. By the way, if anyone listening to this is actually a member of Sean's,
call in.
Mario's fan club, 0871 200 1048, we need to speak to you.
You voted for Stephanie, Ian.
No, I didn't, Reg. I didn't vote for anyone.
I got
Okay. Steph, I've got one thing to say to you.
You'll never be ready.
So get over it.
I don't live in the real world.
Someone's called 0871 200 1048 with an impression. Missy.
Hello, Ian. I will give you a Thai massage with a happy ending.
Well, okay, steady on, young lady.
Hilarious!
That was a bit mad, actually, that night.
It wasn't all in 2 minutes. The show was an hour long. I don't think we did a 2-minute show.
By the way, our show isn't shoddy. Rude. This guy's rude sometimes.
But it's a little bit shoddy. maybe you're not, but I am. Come on, read that bit of the script now.
Okay. So on tonight's show, we'll be finding out about Alex's exit.
Yes.
What do you think? What are your opinions on her last few days? Did she push herself further into a corner and make her more and more isolated? Or do you think her actions make her the most unpopular Big Brother contestant of all time?
Wow.
Or has she been misunderstood by the people inside and outside the house? Is she a decent person?
The interview with Davina That was good, wasn't it?
That was good.
I thought it was going to be rubbish. I thought it was going to be a PR exercise in her trying to cover up all the damage that she may or may not have caused while she was in the house. She was getting a bit stroppy, wasn't she?
That was really tense viewing.
Whatever, Davina.
You'll never be ready.
Davina.
You'll never be ready.
That's what I thought we was going to get. It was a little bit... She got a bit...
I don't know, there was points where I thought she might cry. She was going to burst. I was a bit emotional, actually. It's sad.
I was a bit nauseated. Now, we've also got an exclusive... This is exclusive interview recorded earlier today with the new housemate. Oh, the dishy Stuart Pilkington.
Mr. Pilkington.
Heir to the Pilkington Glass millions. I don't know if that's true or not, but he may be. He'll be telling us about his game plan and how he's going to woo the other housemates. Did you see... When he walked in, all of the girls, without exception, Sylvia most of all, but she, I expect nothing less of her, like, oh, gosh. But then there was a brilliant shot of Lisa as well, sort of chewing on her lip, looking a bit horny.
That was classic.
Oh, man alive.
Even after her custard cream, she was still after a bit of Pilkington.
What are you going to be doing, Gemma?
I am the self-appointed position as the queen of the forum, and I'll be letting you know everything that has been going on in the world of web. Basically what everyone's been talking about all week, and I'll be looking at the possible couplings in the house. Who is compatible with who, and who sounds like they're going to be definitely sleeping with someone else, basically.
Now, we've got... Okay, yes, we'll do this. We've got a guest that's going to be on the line soon, but we have to work out if the telephone lines are working or not, so we'll find out in a second. Now, this week's Big Brother has been dominated by one person and one person only, Lady Alex. Let's find out how things went so terribly wrong for her.
Don't wear short skirts like that.
I wear short skirts if I want to, but I still ain't gonna cross-dress like a man.
So do not
still ain't gonna cross-dress like a man.
tell me I am old enough to be responsible about myself. And whatever I do...
Who are you shouting at?
You shouting? I'm shouting
I'm
back.
not shouting. You're the person shouting.
She hurt me when she said that I tried to cause trouble.
Yeah.
For her, during that. Why would I try and do that? That really hurt me.
Yeah.
I was loyal and stood by and justified all her sick actions.
Yeah. I can just see it brewing with Alex. I think Alex is just going to explode later on. I don't know what it is, but you can just tell.
I've got a very, 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 very strong team outside the house. I look forward to whatever the result. If I get out first, I get out, I make the plans. Everyone's got to come out after that. Every single one of you. Remember I told you, like I say, I get to go out, I get to see everyone's friends, I get to see their family, I get to do the shit that I want to do.
The reason why I guess I don't want to go out so bad is because I don't have all that to go back to.
I get to make use of all my gang signs.
Alexandra, can you see why Big Brother disapproves of your behaviour?
Well, as long as you disapprove of his behaviour as well.
Alexandra, Big Brother is addressing you about your behaviour.
I don't think it was intimidating behaviour at all.
OK, Alexandra, Big Brother has previously reminded you about your unacceptable and intimidating behaviour towards other Big Brother housemates, as you know. Big Brother considers that your exchange last night amounted to unacceptable and intimidating behaviour, and this, taken together with your previous conduct, has led it to the disappointing but unavoidable decision to remove you from the house. OK? You may now leave the diary room by the door to the right of the camera. There'll be somebody there to meet you.
No problem.
I like the fact you knew Alex was going to be in trouble because a voice you'd never heard before called us to the diary room. A voice with a hint of a Scottish accent, I think, there. And it sounded like, ain't around. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, that must be the big brother.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That was, and even she thought, oh, geez, man, I'm in trouble here. And everyone, do you see it when she was walking to the diary room? Everyone was like, ho ho, you're
Everyone
going down,
knew.
girlfriend.
And did you see it when he was reading out the transcript?
Yeah.
And he was going, so you say you're going to get your mans and mans and mans.
What was great was fair play. They gave her the chance to say, do you know what? I've seen the error of my ways, Big Brother. Actually, what you're saying is making sense. I'm really sorry. And I think they may have let her go back. I don't know. This is me guessing.
Right.
I think they may have let her go back in the house if she'd have said, you've got a point.
Do you think?
He gave her the opportunity to think about it. And why would he do that? If he was just going to say, right, you're out,
yeah.
he would have done it then. He said, you've got a few minutes to think about it. Have you thought about it? Yeah, and I think you're wrong, Big Brother. Big Brother?
You'll never be ready.
And then, right, get out. I don't know. Who knows? This is me. Anyway, after such a big... Oh, by the way, you can text in 83188. Start with the word ears and then text your message to us. As we haven't got phones tonight, text will be very, very nice. But after such a big series of changes in the house, we needed someone to make sense of it all. We're joined tonight by Big Brother's resident psychologist and blogger. It's Dr. Thomas.
Hi there.
Hello, Dr. Thomas. How
Hi,
do you
how are
pronounce
you?
your name?
Say again?
Dr. Thomas. That's what I've been
Yeah,
told.
Dr. Thomas or Thomas. You don't need to call me doctor.
Okay.
All right.
But can we call you doctor?
You can if you want.
I would definitely prefer it.
I just feel it gives a bit of weight to the
All
whole
right.
conversation. Can I ask, sir, where are you this evening?
I'm in Cadiz in the south of Spain at the moment on holidays.
Cardiff?
Yes, that's very close to Tarifa, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Mediterranean.
All right. Well, it's not amazing, Gemma. He's showing off and making us all envious. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful time. Have you been watching the Big Brother this year?
Of course. I'm writing about it in the official Channel 4 Big Brother website, which everybody can read every week. And I have been watching the show, yes.
Are you enjoying it, sir?
I have been enjoying it. I think for many people it has been a little bit of a slower start than they expected. It's difficult to keep up the momentum from the very beginning every year. And I think a lot of characters have potential, but they need some time to develop.
Whoa, I don't know if I agree with that. Slow start? I can hardly get my head around everything that's happened.
Well, I think certainly the events that happened this week with Alex being removed will bring a lot of immediate changes. And I think a lot of the characters have not been able to shine so much, if you want, because of her presence in the house.
Who do you think is going to shine there now that she's gone?
Well, I think it will definitely give the other girls in the house a little bit more leeway. It will put the spotlight on them more. I think many people in the Big Brother house are really quite pacifist and conflict avoidance, and they didn't want to engage in Alex's conflictive style. So I don't know. I think we've seen definitely the only person that so far has, I think, maybe matched Alex's impact has been Mario, and as we can see, he's probably not going to last very much because he has been already up for eviction twice.
Can I just say, what surprised me was as soon as Alex went, they all turned on Rex. Everyone turned on Rex.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could one could think that they were relieved because she was gone, and then as Rex was one of Alex's self-declared enemies, in a little bit of a collective guilt because Alex was leaving, they turned on, towards her enemy. But I don't think it was a genuine attack towards him.
Now, you've been a part of the Big Brother family for a long time. In previous years, what happens when someone who is perceived as aggressive leaves? Does everyone calm down? Does someone else become the aggressor? How does it work?
Yeah, I think I don't think there is necessarily, a single pattern that we can say would apply to all years. In this case, I think there is an immediate sense of relief, but of course, that doesn't mean that nobody else might behave in an aggressive way. And I think what happened with Alex was we could all see, for the viewers, for us to watch, it was getting very uncomfortable. For people in the house, some of them could tolerate it better than others, but I think it was more a preventive maneuver than something that happened, in response to, serious bad behavior. I think it's more preventing what might have happened if this continued, because clearly she was giving no signs of changing her conflictive style and aggressive style.
Don't you think that she'd already overstepped the mark? I think she was really showing signs of quite harsh, sort of aggressive behaviour.
Yeah, well, I mean, the question I'm asking myself really is how. And this is not something that applies to Alexandra just to her, but it also applies to her, how people like her function in the real world.
Yeah.
Obviously, it must be very difficult for anybody with that personality characteristics to function in the real world, because most people would not put up with it. Most people would not tolerate. Here, in a sense, she has the advantage that the people can't leave unless they quit the show.
Yeah.
And also that it is reality, but it's reality mixed with entertainment. So there's other things at stake, and I think there is also sometimes a very thin line between having a dominant personality that entertains the people in the house and the viewers because it generates interesting dynamics, to crossing that line and abusing that dominant personality. And I think that's what happened in her case.
One final quick thing about Alex, and we'll move on to the other housemates. The thing that surprised me the most and frustrated me the most was her seeming, and again, we're going from what we've seen on the telly, so, who knows what has happened, but her inability to understand that what she'd said might be perceived as aggressive by other people. She just didn't seem to accept that at all, did she?
Yeah, I think I agree with you, but I think more than an inability is her unwillingness to do so. I mean, the obvious comparison I think that must have come to most people's mind is Charlie last year. But I think it was a very different kind of aggressive behavior, although both contestants, both housemates showed clear signs of aggressive personality traits. But in the case of Charlie, there was still, an obvious degree of charisma, an obvious degree of, you could see that in most cases she wasn't genuinely upset by people, but it was just the way she functioned, and that seemed to work. And she also had some positive traits that compensated that. With Alexandra, I think the positives, we really saw very little of that.
What do you make of Sylvia?
Well, I think when she started, she was a little bit like Alex's henchwoman. She was there quietly, sort of prompting the conflict.
Stirring it up with a big wooden spoon.
Which to many people is even worse than, being the face of the conflict, because you're just wanting for others to upset, and obviously that saves you from being nominated and from being perceived as an aggressor yourself. Then, I mean, when she said that she was horrified, to have realized that she could have been associated with Alex, I wasn't 100% sure whether that was really an honest thing to say, or whether she realized...
You're starting to get worried.
Yeah, exactly. But in any case, she seems more socially aware and to have more social intelligence than Alex.
Yeah.
And, because she's realized that, and because she didn't... I mean, you could say that she has used Alex at some point, and... For that she might be guilty, but now Alex is not in the house, and she still has time to adjust her behaviour, which I think she has partly done.
We got a couple in the house for the first time this year, and I quite fancy Lisa. I'll say it, and I'll say it again. I think she's quite saucy.
Still, Ian.
I missed the.
You need to get over it now.
I missed the end of it tonight when she was in a thong, but it dawned on me watching it yesterday, Doctor, that it must be odd for Mario and Lisa. They're spending all of their time together. They're not really integrating with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
How is it going to be harder work for them being a couple in there?
I think the surprising thing is how easy it seems to be going for them. Because normally if you have a couple, there's not just your individual privacy that is at stake, but also that of the relationship. So here they're exposing much more than everybody else, and yet they seem to be functioning in a very genuine way, just like one would imagine they function in the outside world, even as flamboyantly and almost exhibitionistically as they might in the outside world. I think they are thoroughly enjoying this, and I think Mario must be thinking he has somewhat of a short life left in the house. He must be thinking he's been sort of lucky to survive already twice. And the question, of course, is what will happen if he leaves and Lisa stays, or vice versa. But it seems to me that the probability is much higher for him to leave first.
I am a facilitator. I am a manager of people.
But there are some messages on the forum. Now, I don't believe this at all. This is from Lisa, who says, "I don't buy Lisa and Mario as a couple." And then Daisy May says, "Me neither. When they were dancing and kissing in the bedroom, they didn't look that comfortable together. It looked contrived." I think they're a real couple. I think they're very much in love. I just think they're at that comfortable stage of couples where...
Not comfortable, boring.
Well, no, OK, the boring stage of couple, but the one where, you can just sit there and talk about mundane things or be silent, or, they seem in love, but just... I don't want to say...
When they were... Right, you said you missed the thong moment, right?
I didn't see that, so it's on Sky Plus.
He was looking at himself in the mirror more than he was looking at his...
He's a good-looking fella, Sean.
Oh, please. Sean.
The Doctor, what does it say about someone that they changed their first name from the seemingly dull Sean to what could be perceived as the quite exciting Mario?
I think Mario matches him much better, even though apparently he does not speak a word of Italian, and I'm not even sure if he has visited Italy, but it does fit him much better. It goes with the character, And I think that in the beginning, one had the impression that he was trying a little bit too hard and too worried about what the viewers might think, and he was trying very hard in the task. But I think now he's found, a more genuine role. He's very comfortable with it, and I definitely think they are a real couple. Whether they are in love or not is impossible to say, of course, but they definitely complement each other very, very well. It's a very good symbiosis in that Mario legitimizes Lisa as a woman, as a femme fatale, who many people don't like, but, he's there to make her the object of his desire, and vice versa. Most people in the house don't fancy Mario, but Lisa is there to remind us all.
I think you're right. I think that they are a couple.
Some kind of sex symbol in a way.
I think that when Mario comes out, and he will come out before Lisa, almost definitely, I think that she'll turn into actually quite a nice person, and people will say, well, you know what, when you're away from him, you're quite friendly and quite approachable.
Yeah,
well,
I think...
Yes.
I was just going to say, because something that you said, like, compared to what you said earlier, right? I think that they are a real couple, but I think the reason why everyone's leaving them alone is because they're just too gross.
Let's not forget there is also an age difference there as well. I mean, but I think people, in a sense, they might even perceive that it's a little bit of a disadvantage to have two people that know each other so well, that they function as a unit. It makes them stronger, even if they don't agree on who to nominate and what to do, we can see they think very similarly. And I definitely think that they know each other for quite a while.
Yeah. I've got Dave on the forum about Lisa apparently being an android.
Well, go on.
The latest rumour is that Lisa's not a real person.
She does talk very monotone like that, and whatever Mario says goes.
Dave says, now, is it just me, or do most of the footage we see of Lisa make her look like a ventriloquist dummy?
I think that's unfair. Listen, Dr. Thomas, stay there. We'll come back to you in a little bit. But we have Mario is still assuming the alpha male status, but then in strides the new man in town. He's 24, a former personal trainer, and an occasional nude model. I'm going to go on Google tonight.
Mr. Pilkington.
He rates himself a 5 out of 10 for pleasantness and a 9 for looks. He regularly gets asked about his sexuality and if he's wearing makeup. I have the same problem. People think I wear mascara because I've got long eyelashes.
Yeah, I've got long eyelashes.
I've got long
Giraffe eyelashes.
All right, don't take the mick. He's a massive Man United fan. I believe they're a football team. He doesn't like being in a room alone, and he freaks out when he sees clowns. This guy sounds like he's mentally unhinged. He apparently sniffs all the time, which annoys people. Whatever, he sounds weird. But today, Big Brother's Big Ears, that's us, Gemma.
Yeah.
But not us personally, someone else did it. Got this exclusive interview with Stuart Pilkington.
Big Brother is listening.
I describe myself as quite a loving guy, quite a kind person, I hope. And then obsessed, unbelievably obsessive. Biggest nightmare in the house, making friends, first of all, with the wrong people. So I'll probably go in, first impressions I'm rubbish with, so I'll end up thinking all the people who are horrible and nasty are really fun. And then I'll realise about 2 weeks in, actually I don't really like any of these people. That, and then just having to share a bed with someone who snores or smells or who doesn't wash a lot and stuff like that, which is just horrible, horrible. Mainly get on with people who don't really care too much about what people think of them. People who know quite a lot about Disney songs and musicals and really cheesy stuff like that. Anyone who says that they don't want to win is lying. All the rubbish about, I'm just going just for experience stuff, which is true, you're happy, I'd be happy either way if I don't win, but I want to win. It's not a case of, no one's going to turn down winning, so yeah, I'd want to win. Have I got a chance? No, I don't think I win. I don't think enough people would vote for me, I don't think. Do I have a game plan going to the house? No, not really. I think I know how I'll be, pretty much. I know I'll sort of probably be a bit catty, but not in a nasty way at all, because I'm not a nasty person. But no, not really. I'm quite determined with people. If people don't like me for who I am, I'm a bit of a sulker, so I'll just end up not even trying. If somebody decides they don't like me, I'll just sulk, and that'll be it. So I can't really act very well, unfortunately. No, I haven't watched the show really. I've watched about 10 minutes of the second episode after the launch night because I was out on the launch night. And then I was just sulking because sort of I went in the house and I just thought, if I'm not in it, there's no chance I'm watching it. So no, I haven't seen anything at all really of the show. The only person that sort of made an instant impact was, she's quite a small, I think she's a Chinese girl, something like that. She seemed quite fun. And I just remember a really tall, quite big guy who sort of stood out quite a bit, quite tanned. I suppose people won't have argued yet, I wouldn't have thought, because it's still like the honeymoon period, so I think that'll be quite difficult trying to break in, not being the outsider, but hopefully I'm a nice enough, lovable enough guy for people to welcome me in. And then, yeah, no, it'll be all right, it'll be cool. I think it'll be tough though, but it'll be cool. I don't think I'll sort of break myself off into one particular group and packs of wolves or anything like that. Especially for the first few weeks, I'll probably just try and... I'm not very good on judging people on first impressions, so I'll have to get to know people first before I decide who I like, who I don't like. Usually, other people that I think are idiots usually turn out to be nice, and other people think they're nice usually turn out to be losers and nasty and stuff. So I'm going to try purposely not to judge people too much on first impressions, so I'm just going to try and, get around everyone.
Wow, he sounds like a right laugh riot,
well,
doesn't he?
Exciting. Do you really believe he hasn't watched the show like a hawk?
Well, he says he hasn't watched the show, and we have to take him on face value, of course. I wouldn't want to accuse him of being a liar. But if I were on the short list of backup contestants for Big Brother...
You were on the backup short list for Celebrity Big Brother,
I was asked to do Celebrity Big Brother. Every year I get the email. Every year I say, no, thank you. But they... you would watch it, wouldn't you? Of course you would. Of course you would.
But he thinks that the small Chinese girl looks fun. He hasn't done his research, has he?
Dr. Thomas, what is it like to go in later? That must be hard work because relationships have formed, people have bonded. It must be quite difficult.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you were saying whether he, you were speculating on whether he had or not really watched the show, and I think that's a very important issue because if you have, obviously you have a big advantage. I think we could see that very clearly last year with the second lot of guys who went into the house. They already knew everything. In the case of Billy, I remember he had his game plan. It didn't work in the end, but he really knew the characters very well and was a very insightful sort of lay psychologist. In terms of the impact it has on the other people, I think in the beginning, in the first hours, anybody is bound to have some kind of impact because there is a novelty aspect that comes from the outside world into the house. Then how able people are to maintain that interest really depends on the personal characteristics. I think in this case we have somebody who would be quite interesting and who would not only have a positive impact in terms of being somebody new, but also in terms of an interesting combination of personality traits.
And the people in the house, when someone else comes in, I'm guessing they're like cats. My cat weed in the fireplace today. Can you believe that? She weed in the fireplace.
What do you think that means, Dr. Thomas?
That's a very strange analogy. I'm trying very hard to
I'm not finished.
I'm having a very difficult time.
Sorry,
we would need to talk for a few more hours.
He's on holiday and we're just tormenting him.
I went off on a tangent. What I'm trying to say is that the housemates they've already kind of marked out their territory, haven't they? So for someone to come in, I'm guessing a lot of them, particularly the men, particularly Dale, the good-looking man, could perceive it as a threat, couldn't they?
Yeah, I was definitely also thinking of Dale, not so much of Mario, because he's really not being legitimized as an alpha male by anybody there except probably Lisa. And that might even not be, too serious of an assertion to make. But I think, yes, Dale would be the obvious candidate. In this case, I think, however, the group hasn't really established itself. We can't even see solid subgroups functioning. There's sort of different combinations of people at times, which for age similarities or similar attitudes are hanging out together. But I think most people, haven't really established themselves as part of a group yet. So in that sense, it won't affect it too much.
Okay, we're gonna try something here. There is sellotape. The wind is blowing in the right direction, and someone has cast a magic spell. Fingers crossed, we may have a phone call. Heidi, are you there?
Oh.
Heidi!
Hello?
Heidi! Balls. Balls.
I've got a question for Thomas.
Okay, let me just try one more thing. Hang on. Leah?
Very muffled.
No, there we go. Well done, phone box. Thank you. Your question, Gemma, as we...
I just because, you seem to have such a serious take on it, because obviously you're an expert. Thomas?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. I was about to say, we can't lose everyone. Right. So you watch it from a quite serious perspective.
Yeah.
Because you're analysing each of the housemates.
Yep.
But what has been the funniest moment for you so far?
Right. Well, first of all, I watch it as another viewer, but it's very hard to me, for me to get rid of my professional judgment. So yes, maybe
Right.
I see psychological things all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think my funniest moment, it might not sound too funny, but it has to be Luke in the diary room giving his reasons for.
Yes, I like that.
Yes, I think when he nominated Mario, I think, and even him assessing Mario during the task, him talking to Stephanie about Mario, I think that's very funny, and I find Luke by far the most entertaining character.
Do you think Luke's being genuine? I do. But I think it was maybe Stephanie when she came in on Tuesday, who said that she thought Luke was actually, I'm slightly paraphrasing here, but had a bit of a game plan and was actually being quite false.
Well, allegations about game plans, I think, should be taken very carefully because, first of all, we're assuming everybody wants to win or do as good as they possibly can. Secondly, even if that were true, I mean, do they really know what steps they should take, or is it as basic as saying or thinking, okay, I'll stand a bit in the background, stand quiet for the first 4 or 5 weeks, then come out, then go on us decide, and then pretend I'm everybody's friend. I mean, that's pretty much the game plan that applies to most people in the house, not just this year. I think in the case of Luke, he seems quite genuine, but he's probably somebody who is quite inhibited in general, also in the real world.
Yes.
So we don't see, he's very much in control of himself, and he's also very much in control of that character, that image, that he has, in a sense, created. But I think he's very comfortable in it. And if I think of, his first interview before he went into the house, what we saw there matches 100% what I have seen in the following weeks. So I think it's definitely very consistent, very coherent. So I would say yes, he is genuine.
Dr. Thomas, listen, we're going to let you go early in a second. It's early baths, but I want to ask you one quick question before we do let you go.
Yeah.
This is the thing that's been confusing me. Mario and Mikey. Now, I think Mario is being quite genuine when he's very friendly with Mikey, but he just doesn't know how to behave and interact with disabled people. But other people seem to think that he's doing it so that he looks good on the TV. As a professional psychologist, sir, what do you think?
I think it's both. There is no reason whatsoever why these two, possibilities are mutually exclusive. I think he probably hasn't had much contact with blind people. He genuinely likes Michael, but I also think he's overdoing that. And it's the minute he accuses other people of not collaborating with him and not looking after him where I think he crosses the line.
Dr. Thomas, listen, thank you so much. So it's a pleasure to talk to you. We're going to let you go.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Have a lovely holiday.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What a nice gentleman. He's confused.
lovely.
Cardiff is in Wales, surely, isn't it? Did he say it was in Cardiff?
Maybe, there's another Cardiff.
Oh, I wish I was somewhere hot and sunny right now.
I don't. I wish I was watching Big Brother.
Wow, they've really worked you, haven't they? I'm still fighting it.
I know,
It's
you're
like
playing the
Invasion of the Body
grumpy old
Snatchers.
man card. I'm not having it. He's loving Big Brother. We're getting bigged up,
Oh, hang on, I've got a button for that. Hang on, let's try. Big up.
And again and again.
Let's hope this next one's not as rubbish as that.
Big up! Oh, and can you play that on repeat? We can have a little dance.
Big up, big up, big up.
You're listening to Pirate Radio. That's how they do it.
I love it. Jenna Gold said, fantastic.
Look, our producer stepped in. You can give us notes. If you've got notes for us, let's listen. It's a shambles.
It's Merlin the Wizard on the line. Quite sure.
Before...
Hang on.
Let me... I hadn't finished my
Well,
sentence.
Kenny's having a hissy fit. Go on.
I am indeed. Because Jenna Gold said, fantastic show, everyone. I loved the crisps last week.
Oh, when we got Stephanie to lick crisps. Yeah.
I like the crisps too.
It wasn't worth reading out, though, was it? Merlin the Wizard?
Speaking.
Wow, you must be magic.
I am. Through and through.
How did you get through?
It's called coning.
What?
God, what is going on? So, Merlin the Wizard, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the wizard. The ultimate wizard. Merlin. There's only one Merlin.
Yes.
Who built Stonehenge.
Yes. Where the Druids play.
Yep.
And the Banshees dance.
Yep. I was getting ready to go to Stonehenge tonight.
I know
actually.
it's today is the well, everyone's going down there, aren't they? You're allowed to touch the stones today.
Well, I'm not going because of the weather. I mean, I came back from George Orwell's grave last week.
Oh, yeah.
And the weather was bad.
All right. So, you've auditioned to be on Big Brother several times, apparently.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Nothing. It went perfect.
So how come you're not there, Merlin?
That's what I want to know.
Are you angry?
No. Why should I be angry?
No, there's too much anger in the world. We don't need more anger. Why? How many times have you auditioned, sir?
I've lost count, actually.
Right.
I think about 6.
Okay.
How old are you, Merlin, just out of total interest?
I'm ageless.
Okay.
Ageless, apart from my face.
So about 52?
Well, you could have a bit more on that as well.
58?
And a bit more.
62?
And a bit more.
67?
And a bit more.
75? We're having a laugh, aren't we?
We've got to, haven't we?
What the hell is going on?
No, I don't like mentioning my age.
No, okay. So, why are you so obsessed with Big Brother?
Well, I have a direct link with George Orwell.
Oh, sweet God.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, okay.
My robe...
Yes?
Right. My robe is lined with a coat, and it's an old red First World War coat.
Yes?
Merlin.
Right.
Good
What
night.
are you banging on about?
Merlin, thank you so much. Good night.
Gemma, you just cut off. High five, Gemma. You just cut off your
That
first
was
caller.
too much. What is going on with the world this week? It's just everything has just been so weird.
Our producer, this is the first time we've worked in this evening, thought it would be good. Thought that would save the show. Putting a fruitcake on the line.
Luckily, I'm the queen of the forum.
Give us some. Hit me up with the forum.
Well, word on the BB forum, right? Right.
You know what that was? Hang on. There we go.
Merlin's put a spell on us all. But word on the BB forum, okay?
Yes.
There's a sort of thing going around about what Mario hasn't done, because he seems to have done everything.
Well,
right?
we're facilitator for people.
Exactly.
I've got a fan club. Got over 1 million fans in
He's
the
got
Congo.
all of that, and
I
he's
know
got
exactly. Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is what hasn't Mario done?
Yes.
Okay, so. It started with a woman called Tilly B, and she says, "We've heard all about the amazing things Mario's done, so what hasn't he done?" Monosyllabic Girl says, "Post a health and safety threat ever."
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I don't reckon he ever has.
No, go on.
Flower Girl 21, I'm reckoning she likes flowers and she's 21. She says, Mario has never worn a T-shirt saying "I'm a prat" on it.
Well, when I was doing Big Brother's Little Brother, I noticed that they have screens in the background of all of their little sort of entering the house videos.
Yeah.
And he wears a T-shirt with an arrow pointing up saying "the man" and an arrow pointing to his penis saying "the legend."
No.
Yes, he does.
His T-shirts are so bad.
His T-shirts are awful.
Tonight, sex, drugs, and sausage rolls.
First aid. Give me a beer. He's crazy. I bet he's got Homer Simpson.
Drugs, and sausage rolls.
I thought the sausage roll one was. I thought that was quite funny.
No, Ian. No.
Okay.
And Genomnicam. I can't. How do you? Ian, you're the clever one.
Okay, I'm the clever one. Gnome Cam. That's a gnome.
Okay, fair enough. Gnome Cam says.
Oh man, yes.
Look, I'm not. I just can.
I didn't say you were.
I know that you were going to say something like that.
No, not at all.
Right.
Not here, anyway.
Gnome Cam says he hasn't dissed Mikey yet or dressed him. Has he dressed him? I haven't seen him dress him.
I've not seen him dress him.
Salon cleaner. That one's quite easy to read.
Yeah.
Why would you call yourself salon cleaner?
Maybe she cleans salons.
Fair enough. Walked on water, but Lisa is working on the feet, so it will happen soon.
I think we have Mohammed's superfan on the line, sir. Are you there?
I am here, Ian.
Remind me of your name, please.
Peter.
Peter. Now, how do you feel about Mohammed this week?
Well, he took a bit of a bashing from Alex, didn't he, with the whole, is he being a good Muslim?
Yes.
And so, but he's managed to survive that, and now he's got Lisa doing his hair for him. Because we all know how much Mohammed is in love with his hair.
I love Mohammed's hair.
As well as breakfast, of course.
He has a different hairstyle every single hour, it
like
seems.
Me.
It's just, but today it was good because it was kind of like a bowl on his head, wasn't
it?
It went down in the middle. It was up at the sides.
He used the straighteners.
He did a good job. Are you happy? You must be pleased that Alex has left now because it means Mohammed and Rex can finally, embrace their relationship.
Yes, and it leaves Mohammed free to try and move on to the ladies now.
Well, Sylvia has implied that Mohammed possibly said that they should get together so they could be in the newspapers and stuff. Now, I've not seen that footage.
She's lying.
Well, you can't say that, Gemma. Obviously, you can't say that for
well,
legal reasons. But
I think she might be fibbing.
Well, again, you still can't say that for legal reasons.
Am I not allowed to say my own opinion?
No,
okay.
you're not. No, you're not.
I take
so
it all
we
back.
don't know that. But it is strange that she's mentioned that and that's not been shown on the television. I think is perhaps a way that he looks for legal approval. The thumb is up, we're clear.
What do you think?
Well, perhaps she's just saying such things because she wants Mohammed to be up for, eviction this week, perhaps.
Did you see Sylvia when Stuart walked in? Oh dear, it was like a dog on heat. It was embarrassing.
Well, as long as Rachel keeps herself available for Mohammed, I'll be happy.
Can I tell you something? Now, this is going to come across as slightly odd. You know when they were doing the Japanese task? I can speak Japanese, by the way. I'm learning Japanese.
Go on, then.
Kore wa dare no kasa desu ka? I've just asked, whose umbrella is this? Watashi no nihongo wa totemo urui desu. My Japanese is very bad. So when they were doing the Japanese task, when... it's Bex, isn't it?
Yeah.
When Bex was done up in the Japanese style with the kimono and the white face and the George Lamb streak in her hair, I thought she looked quite saucy.
I think she looks good, actually.
Peter, would you agree with me, or am I speaking out of turn?
I'm very much a fan of her, Ian. I wouldn't say no.
Peter, you're
But then again, I wouldn't say no to many people, to be honest.
Peter, you sound out of breath. What are you doing there? Well, leave it there, Peter.
Would you say no to Ian?
No, I'd agree to Ian and Ryan Reynolds.
He's gone. Oh, it's a Ryan Reynolds. He's gone. Thank you, Patrick, for stepping in there and cutting him off. What a naughty, naughty man. Right, should we press some buttons? Hang on a second. Listen, if you're listening tonight, you can text in. It's 83188. Text the word ears, followed by your message. It's slightly shambolic because the phones are a little bit... cacked, I believe is the word. Shall we press some buttons here and then do Gemma's Vox Pops? Do you think that sounds like a good plan? Right, I'll press 2 buttons.
Big Brother, sponsored by the Liberty Sim from Virgin Mobile.
Get closer to Big Brother. Channel4.com/Big Brother.
Big Brother, sponsored by the Daily Bonus from Virgin Mobile.
Big Brother is listening.
There is something strange in the air tonight. The weather can't make up its mind. And I think the general public can't make up their mind. Are we happy that Alex is gone? I'm going to go and ask some of the general public about what they think.
I'm quite glad Alex been evicted because I totally think she was totally out of order in the house, and I think Big Brother stepped in the right time to kind of boot her out.
What would you do if you were stuck in a house with her?
Oh, I don't know, because I totally want to argue with her, but she's such an intimidating person that I think you'd be quite frightened to argue with her.
I just think it's a bit out of order in the end. I mean, if somebody's treating you like that, get rid of them.
Who are her gangster friends that she knows? That's what I'd like to know.
So, from the evidence on tonight's show, it seems that... I'm beginning to actually have a slight crush on Bex. I wouldn't want, she got put in the prison today.
Yeah.
I thought that was well unfair.
I thought it was funny.
She got the card, and everyone was going, Mohammed, you're going to prison.
I know.
Please don't make me miss the party, Big Brother. Oh, please. And then she did a sign, and she got in trouble for that. And Big Brother goes, right, you're in for another hour.
It was entertaining, though.
Oh, no, please don't. Oh, please, Big Brother. I felt sorry for her.
Did she come out and put her hair extensions on and have a party in the end?
No, man, I felt sorry.
It'd be good if she got together with Stuart, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be? You know that will never happen, for obvious reasons.
Why not?
I'm not going to say on the radio. But from the evidence on tonight's show, it seems that people might finally want to bonk their fellow housemates. Mohammed is allegedly making advances to Sylvia so they can make it in the papers. Dale and Jen are as boringly together as ever. Oh, God. And Mario and Lisa are apparently becoming blatant about wanting to do it. I'm going to go home and watch that last 15 minutes on the Sky Plus. Now, Mystic Gemma...
Woo!
There's some spooky music for you.
Merlin the Mystic Gemma.
The man in the Mystic Gemma.
Merlin the Mystic Gemma.
Let's never mention that fruitcake again. Mystic Gemma has been looking into the stars via their birth date and an online Chinese oracle to see what good loving is to be had in the house.
I have indeed.
Gemma.
I have found the compatibility potential of the couples in the house, right?
Yes.
Basically, you type in their birth dates into this website.
Hang on, so it's just a website? You've not done it through like a soothsayer or anything? You've just gone...
I'm
internet.
the queen of the forums.
All right, I'll back off.
Okay. And then you find out basically what their future's going to be like. And we put in Lisa and Mario, and Lisa's a monkey, And Mario.
How dare you?
And Mario.
She's a very beautiful young. Oh, I see. In the Chinese calendar.
Yes,
I apologise. I
and
thought you were being
Mario's
rude.
a snake. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what came out. When these two met, they may decide in a split second that their destinies are joined because they find in each other what they lack fundamentally in themselves.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I could make a very filthy joke, but I'm going to keep my job. Yes, thank you.
The monkey woman Lisa appreciates the snake's charm and romantic comportment while he's attracted by her vivid mind and sense of humour. But this
her vivid mind, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. if it's from the Chinese internet, then it must be true.
Vivid drawn on eyebrows. But this relationship could soon prove to be an exhausting one.
For the viewer.
Yes.
We've got Liam on the line, who I think is Lisa's superfan. Liam?
Hey.
Whoa, hey man, you're a bit chilled and laid back this evening.
I'm always laid back.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. Hang on,
Yeah.
let me find a button that's appropriate for you. Hang on a
This is
second.
what we've needed.
Here we go.
6 lattes a day.
No, that's not it. Hang on, this one.
Blow into the instrument as if blowing a raspberry.
No, this is the one. Hang on, this is it.
She told me about that cookie love.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, are you listening to this Chinese horoscope about Lisa and Mario?
Yeah. Well, I actually think that Lisa is actually playing second fiddle to Mario at the moment.
In what respect, sir?
It seems to be Mario seems to be the voice of the relationship, and she's like being very sort of passive at the moment.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's going to go out pretty soon, and it can fall one of two ways for Lisa. I reckon she can actually come out of herself after he leaves, or she's just going to go into herself and not talk to anybody and be very depressed and do all sorts of crazy crap by herself. But I really hope that she does come out of herself when he goes, because at the moment it does seem that he's being the forward guy
dominant.
of this thing.
I think that is going to happen. I think that once he goes, he will go. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Although they said on the show tonight that when they stopped the phone vote for Alex and Mario, Alex had something like 87% of the votes, which is quite incredible. I think I heard Davina say something like that.
80%, I think.
So, which is an amazing statistic. Maybe Mario's liked a bit more on the outside than we think. But I think that when he comes out, that Lisa will shine as the wonderful, wonderful woman she is.
I really hope she does. I really do, because from what I've been seeing from as of late is it's been good. I like her. She's not pissing anybody out. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's only a category C. We can get away with that.
Okay, cool. She's not making anybody mad, but she's not actually doing anything that makes her stand out yet.
Yeah.
And I really do hope that when Mario goes, she'll actually start coming out of herself.
Do you like her outfits?
Yes.
The silver cap and the pink
I love the silver
shorts
cap.
and the shiny see-through tights.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not agreeing with people who say she looks like a man. I think she looks quite foxy.
I didn't say she looked like a
I
man. I
think
was just
she's-
talking about her clothes.
I think she's a stunning lady, and I missed the footage this evening of her in PVC and a thong. So that's.
Well, you need to get on that.
Ooh.
You really do.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means.
I like this guy. Do you want to come in?
The big British HM. That's someone on the forum, is it? Big British HM. That's a name there.
Yeah, that'd be the username.
Big British HM said Mario and Lisa are disgusting with their dirty dancing. It was the comedy highlight of the series after Mario's insensitive conversation with. I didn't hear this. Is this true? Can we get a clip of this? This is true. After Mario's insensitive conversation with blind housemate Mikey, where he said, "I could run this house with my eyes shut." Did Mario say that to Mikey?
I've been watching every episode and I did not hear. It's not been on TV.
Can someone verify if that did or did not happen, and then let us know. And I'm not a fan of Mario, but seriously, if he goes, the show dies. I think the show could survive.
No way.
Without Mario.
I don't agree with that.
Apparently, Lisa makes very good stews, Liam.
She had enough of bay leaves. It's giving her a dodgy tummy.
Yeah, bay leaves, for crying out. Who orders bay leaves? Bay leaves? But I did think they were saying Baileys, the posh chocolate.
No, bay leaves.
The bay leaves.
Because Rex is a bit of a connoisseur.
Liam, I know I'm going to catch you on the hoof here, Liam, because you are Lisa's superfan. Very quickly, what do you make of the new fella, this Stewart bloke that's going in?
Yeah.
Well, Liam, thanks very much for calling.
Thanks, Liam. Please call back. I like you.
See you later.
I say calling. We called him because the phones are knackered. If you're trying to phone up and you can't get through,
Did you know there's already a poll up on the BB forum asking whether Stuart is a man or a woman?
He's definitely a man. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's a man.
He's a good-looking fella, you know. But did you go weak at the knees when you saw him?
I didn't actually.
Really?
I actually googled his name as soon as I found it out.
You researched him, yes.
Yeah, and he came up on some sort of sports website because he's a personal trainer.
Oh.
And I was a little bit disappointed.
Maybe he's one of those people you need to see in the flesh, though,
Yeah.
to get the full effect of his male beauty.
I mean, he's like, he's a typical handsome man, but I just thought it might be quite nice to have someone completely different.
I believe you have a horoscope for Dale and Jen, the dullest, aren't they, couple around?
I certainly do, and they're both tigers.
Thing is, I want to go out with you, but they were doing that, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's his big brother.
She's all right. He is dull.
He is dull. She's
all right. I like her.
She's all right.
She waxed her upper lip earlier.
Yeah. Is that what she was doing?
Yeah.
So she's got a tash.
Well, I don't know. She's a really beautiful girl, but it was just a bit like, oh.
Emily.
Hello.
This is Dale's Super Sport. Emily, listen to this. Gemma's going to read Dale and Jen's Chinese horoscope and see what you make of this. Have a listen.
All right, then.
Love between a tiger man and a tiger woman is always possible. Good start. They are cut from the same mould. Both are passionate, hot-headed, hasty, reckless, and willing to put an end to their relationship without question or condition whenever one or the other wants to depart. Oh, not so great.
Yeah.
But marriage is quite another thing, and they had better think at least twice before entering it. Oh, no, not good.
No.
Emma, what do you make of that?
Well, I do think, I
Emily,
think they are
sorry.
going to get together.
Yeah.
I think she's a bit, because he's, Dale's a bit of a, a ladies' man, and obviously she's a mum, but I think, they will get it together.
But okay, we're entering in the world of fancy here. If they do get it together, he's a young man. She's got a child. In all real, really, do you think it could sustain outside of the false environment of the Big Brother house, Emily?
Well, I'd like to think so. I would like to think so. I mean, they have been talking about it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
I like this optimism. I like it.
I'm going rooting for Dale, and I think it will happen.
Rooting for you. Did you see Dale's face when the new fella walked in this evening?
Yeah, he didn't like it, but he didn't like it at all.
Jen liked it though, didn't she?
Oh, she did indeed.
It was shameless the way all of those women.
Sylvia was too much.
I thought it was funny when they cut
like,
to Lisa. Though.
I'm sorry about our bras just hanging up.
Oh yeah. I mean, Sylvia is actually beautiful, but
yeah.
You're not convinced, Emily?
No, I'm not convinced.
Really?
No, when I phoned up a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I feel sorry for her, but no, I'm not convinced at all now.
I know.
And I think she's trying to, fill Alex's boot, really.
Speaking of boots, not boots at all, buttocks. All right. So they took a picture of who was it? It was Jen. Who was it? Was it Jen?
Jen, Dennis, and
someone else's backside. Who I've
yeah.
Who else was it? Jen, Dennis, and Sylvia.
No.
Yes, there was Sylvia there, wasn't there? And there was Jen and Dennis.
Didn't Sylvia take the photo though?
No, she got a bum out as well.
Well, do you know what? 20 minutes after that photo was taken, Dennis's shorts were still round his butt.
Yeah, they were.
Put them up. Yes, he's got a fantastic
I was about to say he's got a good bum.
It's an amazing bum, but I don't want to see it.
No,
Pull it up.
No.
It was a very, very. It was an unpleasant episode this evening, I'll be honest. I mean, they I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, I didn't like the Mario and Lisa thing either, to be honest.
Oh, I missed that.
Even the custard cream thing, what was that?
Gemma, what did he say? What did he say about custard creams? Remind me.
It was like something like...
About dipping his custard cream.
Dunk that custard cream into this hot cup of tea.
Now, was that a sexual euphemism? Was he talking about his privates?
He actually had the custard cream in his hand and dunked it into the tea, and she was just sitting there blankly, you know how she does, next to him in the bed. It was weird.
We've had a text from Lino who says, after tonight's show, I've got 2 packets of custard creams I want to sell. Thanks a lot, Mario. Wow, okay. Well,
funnily enough, Ian was saying the other day how custard creams are his favourite biscuit.
I love the custard cream. There's no denying it. Emily, listen, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Take care, bye-bye.
All right then, bye.
There we
Bye,
go.
Emily.
What a fantastic, fantastic lady.
Yeah, I like Emily. She's rung him before, I think.
Yeah, well, she's... Yeah, loves her. So, I missed the message that you gave that We have 2 more callers. Who do we have? We have Heidi. Hello, Heidi, are you there? OK, she's not there yet. So when you say 2 more callers after this, you mean after what? OK, does that make any sense to you?
No, but
Okay.
but I'm just being the forum queen because
Okay, what have you got?
Kiefer is apparently bored now Alex is out.
Right.
He or she, Kiefer's the guy's name, isn't it?
Yeah, like Sutherland.
Yeah,
Jack
got it.
Bauer from
Yeah.
the 24 television series. Very popular in America and over here as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's good. It's what it is. The
You're
whole
a geek,
show.
aren't you?
The whole show is set over 24 hours.
Right.
He's got 24 hours to save.
Oh, 24. What's it called?
24.
Yeah. I do
Okay.
know exactly.
Anyway,
what you're talking
Kiefer,
about.
yes.
Kiefer says, I'm so upset because Alex has left the house. It's going to be boring without her.
Well, I agree because I was a big fan of Alex stirring it up, but she crossed the line, didn't she? She crossed the line. Of course, there was no way that she could stay there. She had to go, I think.
She did have to go, and her voice was becoming jarring.
Yeah. Anything else?
You'll never be ready.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you.
Thank God she's not coming in here. Anyway,
I was quite looking forward to
I was
meeting her.
I was a little bit scared. Heidi, are you there?
Hiya, yeah.
Hey, Heidi, how's it going?
Okay, thanks.
Can't be going worse than the show is going tonight. But that's what it's all about. Be honest, Heidi. Be honest. On a 1 to 10, what would you give the show tonight? Be honest.
6.
Yeah, it's not good,
Yeah,
is it?
just above average.
Yeah, it's not good. You want a big up Cat, do you?
Oh, yeah, I love her. She's hilarious.
Oh, hang on, I can do that for you.
Oh, wicked.
Don't you think she had a wicked outfit on tonight? That silver number.
She always looks so cool. I love her.
She was very nice. She was very nice with Rex in the garden, and I think it was genuine. Where she said, "Look, just back down a little bit, just shut up a little bit, because I want you to stay in the house, and I think you'll do all right."
So sweet, because she wants him to stay longer so he can teach her how to cook. See?
Yeah. She wants to learn how to cook, isn't it?
Yeah. But she's so sweet. She's so lovely. She's always trying to keep the peace, and she's so considerate to her fellow housemates.
Did you see how excited she got over that giant cookie? But the cookie looked really burnt.
That was amazing, yeah. Has she had it yet?
I don't know. She probably has in the amount of time that we've been in it.
Surely she has to share it with the other housemates. She
She
can't
would.
eat that on her own, can she?
She would. But it was burnt. The cookie was burnt, and she was so
she would
excited.
definitely share it. She would.
I thought they were saying on the show that they'd underspent by about 150 quid on the budget, and then Big Brother said that they'd overspent, and that's why they didn't get loads of stuff.
Yeah, they've
They
gone
did
without
say that,
toilet
didn't they?
rolls, haven't they? They've got no toilet rolls.
Oh, no. Well, without wishing to sound too vulgar, just use a shower. It's a medical fact.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Heidi, listen, anything else for us?
Oh, I just wanted to say that actually Kat was so hilarious when she was in the diary room after doing the shock task, and she was so scared to sit down, and she was standing there crying, bless her.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so lovely. No, but she just has me in stitches. I love her to bits.
Heidi,
And I hope
listen,
she gets it.
thank you very much for listening to us this evening.
Okay.
It will be more than 6 out of 10 next time.
Yeah, it'll be normal service will be resumed next week, I promise. Thank you very much, Heidi. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Later.
You've been handed an email.
Yep, from Redmond. Redmond says, Sylvia and Luke are playing the game hard. They both flutter between groups and get all the gossip and then spread it around. For some reason, Luke seems to get away with it, yet Sylvia gets hated for it. Kind of true.
No, not true at all.
Luke is great because he's funny and he's energetic.
He ain't stirring it up like Sylvia is.
No, he's not actually.
And Sylvia's backed down a little bit because I think she's realised that she came very close to getting into quite big trouble, and so she seems to have backed down a little bit. I think with Stuart coming in the house, she can latch onto him and she can create a whole...
She was proper sticking that booty out.
Well, she knows that if they get it on, there is probably a high chance of them staying in the house for a bit longer.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's why. Maybe she, has fallen in love with him, but I wouldn't put it past her to...
Falling in love with him, that would be quick.
Well, it happens. It happens. Love at first sight. Never heard of that?
Have you ever experienced it?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about it.
With the lady I'm with, right? Not you.
Oh.
When I say right now, I don't mean you. I mean with... We've got Leah on the phone.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Leah.
Are you alright?
We're talking like we know each other, but we don't.
I'm feeling the connection here.
I am feeling something here.
Love at first talk.
Love at first talk. Anyway, Leah, what can I do for you, you drunk old lush?
I'm just enjoying the show. I think tonight with Stuart coming in, it's just brilliant.
Really? Okay, well, bless you for lying like that.
The guys don't seem too happy with it, though.
It's true.
But
What would you think if he came into the Big Brother house and you were in there?
Oh, what would I think? I think he's very nice, actually. He's got lovely eyelashes as well, isn't he? And they're real, aren't they?
I think they are real. There's not makeup. My eyelashes aren't quite as pronounced as his, but I always get accused of wearing mascara. It's just a good-looking fella.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the beard, though, but, you know, I think he's got potential.
No. Okay.
He's got some good pecs on him, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Cannot be denied.
All right, Leah. I've just realised you're phoning up because you want to have a little bit of you've had a couple of Bacardi breezers, you're feeling a little bit fruity, and you want to take it out on us.
Oh, you're psychic, Ian.
Yeah, get her off. I don't want to talk to her, then muffy one. Leah, thank you for that.
Thanks, Leah.
Okay, then.
Have a good night.
Well, listen, that's...
Bye.
Bye-bye. That's not one of those
Why
phone
did he
calls.
cut off the cheery girls?
She wasn't cheery, she was... Right, I'm going home. Normal service will be resumed next week, I promise you. This is all we've got time for tonight. Thanks to Thomas. Thanks, Gemma.
Thank you, Ian. You've been absolutely wonderful, as usual.
Yeah, I've got. By the way, I have no buttons to press at the end of this listed on here, I'm afraid. So I'm going to just go in a second. But we will be back on Tuesday.
And Friday.
At 11:30 p.m, straight after Big Brother's Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
All right, you don't have to do it at the same
No,
time
but
as
I
me.
want to do it because it's Big Mouth, because I've got a big mouth.
Yeah. And hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, the phones will be working, we'll be back to normal services. But thank you for bearing with us on a slightly shambolic show tonight. Meanwhile, go to channel4.com/Big Brother and post on the forums, and you can get involved with all of that nonsense there.
Night.
No, not night, because you've got to read the end of the script, for goodness sakes.
God. We're here every Tuesday and Friday. You've just said that.
Yeah, then go on to the next page.
To play us out, we've got a very special medley of Total Eclipse of the Heart. See you later.
I need a way. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears.
Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever.
Oh, I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can say, nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart.
Total eclipse of the heart.
A total eclipse of the heart. And again.
Marjorie uses her Liberty SIM to text her secret lover, Doris. Big Brother, sponsored by the Liberty SIM from Virgin Mobile.